On April 2nd this year, I'd like to invite you to join me for what for me will be a very special evening. On April 2nd, with the Springfield Symphony, I'm going to be celebrating my 30th anniversary of conducting. I began when I was 16 in my local community theater and in high school conducting musicals, and now 30 years later, well, I've done a lot of different things. And one of the best things has been my time being music director of the Springfield Symphony. But when I'm not here in Springfield, what I often do is spend time in Europe conducting ballet. So I thought for this program, it would be sort of fun to bring some ballet into Symphony Hall, albeit ballet without the dancers, so I don't have all of that silliness to worry about. Just the music. And the music, I hope you will find fun. And you might recognize some of the tunes, like this one. No, that is not the Wells Fargo wagon from Music Man. That is the famous Sabre Dance by Aram Khachaturian, the great Armenian composer from his ballet Gayane. It's one of almost the only things that we know from that ballet. Also in the program is going to be some music from Coppelia by the French composer Delibes. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. But the two big centerpieces of the program are going to be music by Stravinsky and Tchaikovsky. First, Stravinsky. His great ballet, Petroushka. Now, when you think of Stravinsky, you maybe are thinking of things like, The Rite of Spring, really harsh and violent sort of music, or maybe some of his bone-dry music like L'Histoire du Soldat or something. But this Stravinsky is fun Stravinsky. And the piece begins with a town square, the bright sun, and a fantastic, wonderful day. Have a listen. And things get more excited on that town square. This ballet is really, you don't even have to know the plot or even have any idea of what's going on to listen to it and to be able to picture, well, your own story. And that's kind of the fun about playing ballet music outside of the opera house. Now, as I told you, in this piece, Stravinsky likes to have fun. And he likes to have fun with sort of normal music, music of the people, like this. That's certainly a world away from the Rite of Spring. The ballet is called Petroushka, and it's about a doll, sort of similar to the Pinocchio story, a doll who would like to be alive. And this is Petroushka's theme himself. That's Petroushka when he's being happy. But Petroushka when he's being sad, because he isn't real, is really sad. Hear him crying in there. Now, Stravinsky does a fun thing with tonality by creating that sound. He puts one major chord on top of another, and together, a perfect picture of sadness. Then the other great work that we're going to have on that program is music from Tchaikovsky's Sleeping Beauty. And this work is really a real symphonic ballet. And I'm going to be taking the portions of the ballet that aren't the simple little dances, but really tell the story. You've got all of the great music in there, which, by the way, Walt Disney used in his great cartoon, Sleeping Beauty. Music for the Witch, for instance. I'd be scared of anybody with music like that. Then we have the music for the good fairy, the one who's going to banish all of this evilness. take the story all through its different phases. One of my favorite parts of the story, musically speaking, is her birthday, Aurora's birthday, when she's going to get that ill-fated spinning wheel. But before we get to the spinning wheel, she does a wonderful dance with all of her suitors. And this is one of those great Tchaikovsky melodies everyone loves. So join me on April 2nd for Music of the Ballet, when I'll be celebrating my 30th anniversary of conducting, joined by the Springfield Symphony, Tchaikovsky, Stravinsky, Delibes, and Khachaturian.